Talk Nation, we back. Gervonta Tank Davis, he comes into this fight also undefeated, 16-0, 10 knockouts, a WBA Super League knockout. You know what I'm saying? Because we thought that Chris Colbert was going to mop the floor with Hector Luis Garcia, but guess what? He not only knocked Chris Colbert down, he went in there and got the upset, unanimous decision. But if he makes it a great fight, he could have the same success just like Pitbull Cruz did.
I don't even know what to say.
Pitbull Cruz went into that fight. Everybody thought that Tank was going to mop Pitbull. But what happened? He wound up giving Tank a great fight. After that fight, Tank Davis said, you know what? Tonight, a star was born. And it was. Now you look at the career of Pitbull Cruz, phenomenal young competitor. Now, Tank Davis, his last 5 fights is Rolando. Man, we all seen what he did to Rolly, man. Rolly did all that talking about he was going to knock Tank out. But guess what? He went, Rolly got stopped. Check this out. Eastside CRUZ, as I said, man, that was a great fight. Unanimous decision for Tank Davis. Mario Barrios, knockout. But Barrios, man, you got to give him credit. He was, he had spots in the fight where he was getting with Tank. He's the larger competitor, just like Ryan Garcia is going to be. But a lot of people think that's going to be an advantage. But nope, the same thing happened to Barrios. The same thing is going to happen to Ryan Garcia, possibly. But we'll get into that. Leo Santa Cruz, knockout. He had Leo in the corner, folded like a lawn chair in the summertime. Sleep. Yuriorkis Gamboa, knockout. He knocked the gatekeeper out. You know what I'm saying? Took the lock off the gate and ran with it, man, that fight. Now, Tank Davis, his last 5 opponents, majority of them except one was all knockouts. So when you look at the probability of him knocking out Garcia is very high. Now, with Hector Luis Garcia, he ain't got nothing to lose. He playing with house money. He can go into this fight. I ain't saying he's going to be foolish going there with a head full of steam and just try to take Tank out. No, he has to be smart, has to be aggressive, because Tank is a fabulous boxer. So he's not going to allow Hector Luis Garcia to outpoint him in this fight. He's a very capable boxer. So Hector Luis Garcia is going to have to be smart, but he's going to have to take some chances in this fight. That's what makes this a dangerous fight for him. But like I said, man, he's playing with house money. He ain't got nothing to lose but that title. This is boxing. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to lose. I believe Tank is ready. He has a huge fight on the horizon with Ryan Garcia and possibly a future lineup with Devin Haney, if he is successful against not only Hector Luis Garcia, but also Ryan Garcia. And I believe the next fight that Tank Davis will try to initiate and go after will be Devin Haney. So we're going to have to see what's next for Devin Haney. If he does fight Lomachenko, I believe Devin Haney will be successful in that fight. But again, we'll talk about that once we get to it. Now, Tank Davis, man, is a fabulous southpaw. Hector Luis Garcia is also a southpaw. I believe Tank is the better southpaw between the two. Better footwork, better mobility. Tank is slicker. Tank has very fast hands. He throws combinations. And I believe in this fight, we're going to see more combination punches from Tank Davis. Also, we're going to see Tank Davis go to the body. Hector Luis Garcia, like I said, he's slightly taller than Tank, but Tank has the reach advantage. You know what I mean? Slightly, but still, he has the reach advantage. For him to be the shorter guy between the two, for him to have the reach advantage between the two, that's big. Because if Tank can get on the inside and do damage, that's going to be a very tough fight for Hector Luis Garcia to face and to fight come fight night. Who knows? Could Hector Luis Garcia have the performance of his career and really push and test Tank come fight night? We shall see. January 7th, we shall. Strange things happen. But let's switch gears real quick. We'll go downshift to Shakur Stevenson, possibly versus Eastside Pitbull Cruz. Now, Stevenson, he has went on record and said, you know what, he wouldn't mind facing Eastside Pitbull Cruz, but you know what, it's crickets when it comes to the Cruz camp. Pitbull Cruz is signed to Manny Pacquiao, MP Promotions, and they are moving him very well. This is a dangerous fight for Pitbull Cruz, but I look at it like this. If Pitbull stepped into the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis and gave him a hell of a fight, I believe that he should step up to the plate yet again and face Shakur Stevenson. Because if he can do the same thing with Shakur Stevenson, he is going to elevate his stature again, even if he loses. Because keep in mind, he lost to Tank, but he gave Tank such a good fight that it elevated his game, number one, and it elevated his position in the rankings, even coming off of a loss. That's why I tell you guys, man, like, even if you lose, you can still win. That's why certain high-profile fights like Spence versus Crawford, I mean, these guys got to get into the ring, man, because even if you lose, if you put on a hell of a fight, it's like you won. You know what I'm saying? It is like you won. If you face the best competition and you lose and you put up a hell of a fight, hey man, you still win in some kind of way. Yes, you might got that L on your record, but depending upon who you lose to and the performance that you put on, hey, you can still win. So Pitbull Cruz, dynamic puncher. I told y'all guys, man, the last video, man, go check it out while you at it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. He has a head like a bowling ball. You know what I mean? So Shakur Stevenson is going to have to be very careful because Pitbull Cruz, he utilizes his head. That's just part of his arsenal. That's a part of his defense. When he tucks that guard, drops that head, and starts to press his opponents, you know what I mean, start bouncing them shots off the top of his head, you got to be careful because you can hurt your hand. Now, Shakur Stevenson isn't really known for devastating, drastic knockout power, but he's a phenomenal boxing talent. Who knows? Floyd Mayweather 2.0. But Pitbull Cruz, he has that aggressive style. He has the punching ability to make this fight difficult, to make this fight interesting for Shakur Stevenson. If he presses Shakur Stevenson, and I'm telling y'all, man, if he catches Shakur Stevenson, Pitbull Cruz has enough power and enough pop to hurt Shakur Stevenson. Now, Shakur Stevenson is slick, very good counter puncher, very busy. But like I said, man, the best way to beat or out, you know what I'm saying, to beat a boxer, man, is to out punch him. And that's what Pitbull Cruz is going to have to do, man. He's going to have to be smart, but in spots, he's going to have to pressure Shakur Stevenson. And all it takes one shot. Yeah, he may not have Deontay Wilder knockout power, but still, this is the sport of boxing. All it takes is one clean shot to shake up the game, to shake up the fight, to win you the round, or they could turn the fight around in your favor. You know what I mean? Because in a fight, in a high-profile fight like that, it's about momentum. Who is going to have the momentum going into after the first round to the mid rounds to the later rounds? Who has the momentum? Whoever's ahead, because Stevenson versus Pitbull Cruz, if that fight ends in a knockout, which I believe it will, you never know. You may see Pitbull Cruz get the knockout, or you may see, like I said, Shakur Stevenson's getting older, developing that man strength. You know what I mean? We may see Shakur get the knockout. You never know, because if he's able to put enough pressure and enough damage on Pitbull Cruz, he may be able to go in there and get the stoppage. You know what I mean? He may not get the knockout, but who knows? He may get the TKO. And a stoppage is a stoppage, you know what I mean? Take the knockout any way that you can get it. But Pitbull Cruz, he has the ability, he has the power, he has the skill to go in there and land something nice, land something heavy on Shakur Stevenson that could shake him up, that could hurt him. Who knows, possibly drop him for the first time, you know what I mean? Like, that fight is interesting. I really hope that Pitbull Cruz steps up to the plate and he accepts the challenge, you know what I mean, that was issued by the WBC. And I hope that fight happens, man, because I think it'll be a great fight for Pitbull Cruz, you know what I mean, for his career, for his young legacy, also for Shakur Stevenson, you know what I mean. He's continually developing, getting better, getting sharper, getting stronger, and Pitbull Cruz is up and coming. He's a solid name. He's a solid opponent. So if he's able to get the win out of Shakur Stevenson, you know what I mean, that would be a great win in the victory column for Shakur Stevenson, and he can go on to do great things. Talk Nation, stand up as your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Put your thoughts in the comments. Put your hearts in the comments. Don't put your soul as God's property. Hey, man, drop a comment on what y'all think, man. Who is going to be successful in these two fantastic fights? Let me know. Talk Nation, stand up as your boy. Peace.